said you wasn't drinking, showed up stumbling, weeping, hiding from your demons. You paint a picture, tortured, broken victim. Expect me to stay with you, 'cause I can't stand that feeling of being alone. I miss you when you're gone. Same old sad song, so let's just sing along. Don't drag me down to the bottom and drown, to the bottom and drown. You drag me down to the bottom and drown, to the bottom and drown. She started crying, said that she was leaving, had it up to here, sinking in the deep end. I'm on my knees, yeah, begging for forgiveness. Baby, please stay with me, 'cause I can't stand that feeling. I'm so alone, I miss you when you're gone. Same old sad song, so let's just sing along. Don't drag me down to the bottom and drown, to the bottom and drown. You drag me down to the bottom and drown, to the bottom and drown. La 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 la. overdrive. Did I die? Is it day or is it night? Welcome to my mind. Am I alright? Where am I? What am I trying to find? I feel like I'm dreaming. Image flash, it's here to stay. That dream became my darkest day. What the fuck is that? Open my eyes. Open my eyes. Get it out of my head. Open my eyes. Get it out of my head. Open my eyes. I can't feel it burn. I think I've had enough. No, I can't be stuck. I gotta wake up. Now I'm doing my thing. Gotta put it aside. Lost behind my eyes. Get it out of my. 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 Get it out of my head. Welcome to the inside. Asleep but I'm in overdrive. Did I die? Is it day or is it night? I feel like I'm dreaming. Image flash, it's here to stay. That dream became mine. I feel like I'm dreaming. Image flash, it's here to stay. That dream became my darkest day. My darkest day. Welcome to the inside.
Yo, 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 what is going on, everyone? Welcome into the Rock Show. How are we all doing tonight? How you doing? We got things on the screen that shouldn't be there. It's okay, we'll get that fixed. How's everyone doing this evening?
In the mirror, decide who you're gonna be today. Another day and another story. A different mask for a different day. And walk the halls of a deceitful
I need to go over here then. And I need to toggle. Nope, out there. Back over here. There. It probably will. Go ahead and bring chat back, but that's okay. Anyways, guys, how's everyone doing this evening? Hope you're all doing well. Let's see. You're supposed to be looking at the chat. Why did that work?
Take a step back and let the light in. Hide your lies through obscurity. Conceal the animal and play the victim. Basking in your mediocrity.
It didn't work because you did the wrong thing, dude. Okay, there we go. That should fix it. See? Although now we have it on there twice. Damn it. There. There. I fixed it. I know what the hell I'm doing. It's not my first day. Okay, it's... Alright, yeah, no, it's not my first day. Yeah, guys, yeah, what's going on? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's had a wonderful week. I'm so glad for the week to be done.
Now can't you see what you have started? Charade spinning out of control.
Oh, that's funny.
The faces you've discarded.
All right, so chat, we are getting back into the cross-stitch project tonight. Test 1 2 1 2 test. This thing on? Hold on a second, chat. We'll fix this. Hold on. That looks a little better. That looks a little better. Not much better, but a little better. Again, I hope you guys had a wonderful day, wonderful week. We're gonna go ahead and get jumping into our cross stitch project. We've got Starlight we're raising awareness for. We'll be listening to some local music, having some good old times. So let's go. Let's start this shindig off, shall we? But yeah, chat. Tangia is available on the channel now, which means you can troll me either through bits or by donations. You see that QR code over there? You can do that, or you can do the. Oh, of course it's not going to work. Of course it's not going to work. Why would it work when I want it to work? No, it's not like I wasn't already logged in or nothing. Now it's not gonna work there, so I gotta go back over here and do the thing, undo that, do that, boom, now it'll work. Oy vey. Anyways, yeah, so if you guys use exclamation TCD, that will provide you with a link that you can use to donate to the cause through Tiltify and get Tangia coins that you can use for the trolling purposes that is Tangia. So check that out. Have some fun. Oh yeah, Nightbot. Thanks. You're a little late there, bub. It's okay. It's just another version of what I was already saying, so it's fine. But yeah, so if you guys want to donate to the cause through Tiltify and still support the channel and still have some fun with us as far as TNG is concerned, there you go. Options are there. We'll go ahead and get started on this shindig right now. Make sure I can hear you guys. Bingo. Perfect. Okay. Okay. We were just about to swap out the thread because we're getting low. I'm going to do at least 2 more here just to go ahead and get my sewing legs back under me. All right, that's good. Let me go ahead and actually we'll do one more. All right. So we'll leave that where it is, and we'll end up going back a half a step to redo the one that we just did. The shadow part of hell, wouldn't that be the shadow realm? Asking for a friend? Oh. What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do over here? Okay. I'm like, man, don't tell me I wrecked that piece. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time, chat. Alright, and adjust this one here. Alright, there we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Back to this point here. Okay. I'll explain a little bit more about what I'm doing here after a bit once we've got a couple more people on in here. But basically, for those who just joined us and aren't sure what I'm doing or what this is, again, we're doing some cross stitching, and what I'm doing right now is I'm anchoring down the former thread with the new thread that I'm incorporating into the project. The old thread we had to go ahead and swap out because, well, it ran out of room. And we're doing what's known as a loop stitch, which pretty much goes ahead and locks the old and the new thread in place and essentially marries them together. making it so that way we don't have to stop and restart. All right, now before we go ahead and go any further, let me go ahead and cut the excess off of here. Go. And we continue on. Now I will say here, chat, that the spot that we're working on, compared to the actual, what the pattern looks like here. We're actually about a row down from where we're, well, I should say that the highlighted bit that you see here, the 209 color, we've actually got that a whole row further down than what it's supposed to be. So technically, it looks like we're working on this row right here, the one above the outlined one, but we're actually working on this row right here. So, but all of this is essentially moved down one spot because I goofed up. That was my fault. I goofed. I did not properly pay attention. Which seemed to be a theme for this entire project, is I didn't pay attention. Uh-oh. Sometimes you get a little bit of a snag. Don't worry, chat. Don't panic. Never ever panic. Panicking is what leads to more trouble. All right. Sometimes the tail of your thread likes to be a little mischievous and wants to wrap around its body, causing a knot situation. Let me tell you, chat, it's not fun. See what I did there? What the hell? How the heck did he get caught on the keyboard key? This is why I need to get myself another table, chat. Get away from using the keyboard tray. That's my work area. I'm looking at getting one of those electric rising and falling desks. Essentially one of the standing desks, if you will. I want to get myself one of those and have it set up over here to my left as a secondary workstation for stream for things like what we're doing right now. You know, maybe I decide I don't want to go ahead and do cross stitch. Maybe I want to go ahead and draw. Maybe I want to, maybe I want to go ahead and actually do some Lego streams or something. You know, in those cases, I want to be able to have a spot where I can have all that stuff laid out and ready to roll. And I just think right now, since part of my desk is actually being used for work purposes, it kind of makes it kind of puts a damper on things. That is not the spot you're supposed to be in. No. That's a bit better. Probably not exactly right, but it'll work. This is weird. No, it's the middle again. I don't want the middle. Alright, we're getting to the point where we're going to have to skip some here in just a minute. The next 2 stitches, actually. Perfect. So now we'll go ahead and do our 2 here. There we go. Skip that one, and we're back to action again. come on now. Don't you start that. There we go. Chat, you can start whatever you want. That TNG is there for you. I know it's gonna annoy the crap out of me. But again, Chad, if you didn't hear, we got Tangea up and running now. We've got we've incorporated our Tiltify campaign to it, so that means that you can donate to the Tiltify campaign using that special link that you see there in the chat. And if you don't see that link, exclamation TCD for Tiltify Charity Dono, that will bring up the link that you can go ahead and use to actually donate to the charity. And they get coins that you can use on Tangea. And you can use it, and those coins can be used like bits and whatnot. And as we keep having folks use Tangea, I'll be able to incorporate some of those commands, or some of those on-screen antics into channel point redemptions. So you can have at least one more way to have fun trolling me. It's not a good day to be a bad guy, Hunskank. Adjust our slack a little bit there. There we go. Oh, chat! If you didn't hear, Chef Steve, our team founder, He got a bunch of new Mevo cameras from Logitech, and really only needed to have one. So he's like, "Well, crap, I don't need all these." All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. We did our skipping there. All right, chat. We're almost done with this row, and then we can get started on the following row. Now, I will tell you, chat, a lot of folks will try to go ahead and tell you that you need to be able to do this without looking. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have confidence enough in my skills to do it without looking, number one. Number two, I don't feel like poking myself, so no thank you. I will flip my project back and forth all day long if that's what it takes. Oh man, oh man. Who's hyped for the Powerball tomorrow? I just hope I get more than a couple numbers on a single line. I actually hope I win money. All right, chat. Let's take a moment here. I need something to drink. Oh. Oh. Goodness. Okay. I just realized I hadn't gone ahead and added a random move function to my can emitter, so that way when someone goes ahead and throws a hydrate at me, for instance, it's not it doesn't just spawn in a single place and always go off to the side. Now it actually gets in the way. Oh. Adjust my posture here, chat. Already. And it just got started, what, like a half hour ago? Right? Was that about a half hour ago I started? 48 minutes ago, okay. Same difference. Let's go ahead and get ourselves in a nice comfy position here. Okay, back to it. All right, so again, if you guys are just joining us, welcome in. Again, my name is Steelus Rockstar. We're starting on, technically we're starting on the following row here. But due to a blunder that I made, we actually are. We've got this part of. See, you guys can't see it very well, but due to a blunder that I made, we're at this entire section of the 209. That lighter purple color, is actually a whole row down from where it should be. So these two are now technically here, and that bit is right there, and all this here is down one spot. So, so we're this is the road that we're actually working on, but yeah. Plus, not to mention, it looks like I went ahead and I took out a row somewhere anyways, so it kind of works out all together. It works its way out. But we are working on a piece for my oldest right now. It's a piece of we're working on a Care Bear, and the Care Bear is Rainbow Heart Bear. Rainbow Heart Bear is generally used by a lot of couples or friends of couples who have gone through a pregnancy and had a miscarriage, and then had and then the next immediate pregnancy that results in an actual baby being born. That baby is known as a rainbow baby. So a lot of folks, when this bear came out about 10 years ago, for the 30th anniversary, a lot of people decided to kind of gravitate towards this one because of its because of what it symbolized to a lot of people. I mean, there was Cheer Bear. Cheer Bear had a rainbow on it, but this one has a rainbow heart. Both a rainbow and a moonbow, technically speaking. It's got both the light and the dark side of the rainbow. Representing both life and death. Or out of death becomes life. Some would call that equivalent exchange. Those are the same people who also watch Full Metal Alchemist. Right. So what we're doing right now, chat, is we are working on a row. You know what? I just realized you guys can't see nearly everything I'm doing here. So let me adjust this here a little bit. Oop, wrong way. There we go. That should be a little better. But what we're doing is we're doing a row of half stitches. Remember, a cross stitch is called that because you're taking thread and you're crossing it into an X. So what we're doing is we're doing a half of a cross stitch all the way through the row one way, and then when we get to the end of the row, we're turning around and going the opposite direction, doing the opposite side of the cross stitch, making it a full cross stitch at that point. This is known as the Danish style. Now, there's also a style called English style, and that's basically where you do the full cross stitch before you move forward. The pattern on the back looks a little different. Instead of all straight up and downs or left and rights, depending on how you're going about the row or the column, will determine how it kind of looks. Like here, you can tell in certain spots where I've done that already. So, right in the on here, let me go ahead and see if I can't get this in a nice spot here. There we go. So right along the outer edge of the snout, you see how things are kind of look up and down. What I've done there is I've had to go ahead and do a full cross stitch in that one section. So I do a back on the back side of the stitching. I do it vertical and one horizontal, and then I move down or over to the next section wherever I need to go. Now, when I get done with this project, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who are going to ask, Rockstar, what would you have done differently between now and the last time, and the next time that you decide to do this, if you were to decide to do this particular pattern again? And my answer is going to be, I would literally only do part of the outline before I go in and start working on the inner parts. That's, I think, the only difference I would make. The only change I would make. Because I wouldn't go as wild with the outline like I did with this. So I did the entire outline, and then I realized after I got done, or as I was getting near to being done, that I goofed up the pattern somewhere. Sorry, I gotta go ahead and skip 2, I forgot. When I got, I started at the top of the right ear, left-hand side of the project, and as I worked my way around and back up to the ear, I realized when I got up to here, I was up here. I'm like, that's not right. I shouldn't be all the way up here with it. I should still be down here. Like there was the starting point. I was all the way up here. I'm like, that's not right. No. So I ended up having to go ahead and frog everything back a bit. And then when I realized that it would be a heck of a lot because where I screwed up at was all the way back here along the butt section, I missed an entire section right here. That section right there, I missed. That entire section. I missed that entire section, chat. So yeah, I goofed up. And it appears that I may have gone ahead and put that extra elsewhere. I don't know. But I ended up going ahead and backing that up to at least right around the top of the paw, and then working my way back up. Or actually, rather, stopping where I was, and then going back to the top of the ear and working my way back down towards the paw. Just to figure out how much room or how much I screwed up by. And it was a pretty significant chunk. Back to where we were here. Go. But chat, you know what? You live and you learn. You get wise to it, and then you move on. And you just roll with it, because you know what? Now that there are mistakes in this thing, it's not exactly the same way that the pattern was created. And let's be honest, the pattern wasn't really created so much as we used a website to create this pattern for us. We use a site called flosscross.com. There's another one that we use from time to time as well, but that's if we're going like with smaller, going with a smaller doohickey. The other site that I was using only does like 150 by 150. This one will at least do 300 by 300. And for something like this character, you want that you want a longer you want a longer piece, so that way everything is portioned out properly. Either that, or you're going to need to go with a larger Ada count, Ada cloth, so like 20, 22, 24, and then you can actually go ahead and shrink down the number of stitches that you want to go ahead and do everything by. It won't be quite as big. Norgie was supposed to remind me to check on that Tangia channel point redemption, and he forgot to. I don't have any limits to it. Okay, so in order to become an affiliate with Tangia, we need to be at level 18. To become partner, we need to be level 22. So 1 bit or 1 Tangia token equals 1 rep. Okay? Okay. Find your first Easter egg. Hint, your first Easter egg. Or hit your first Easter egg. Hint, they like to hide in TTS. They like to hide in TTS, huh? I think it broke. I think it's broke.
Express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself. And to express myself.
This is a sample of what my voice sounds like. I'm not real. Are you real?
Very hard to do, and you have to train.
I'm sorry to tell you, but that is not how Kermit the Frog sounds. Your voice is it's gnarly. Yeah, it's gnarly. Speaking of gnarly. Oh my. I'm just doing that to wake you up now, chat. Not that I'm calling you out or anything. Just figured I'd wake you up. All right, so chat, we are working our way back to the beginning here of this row that we're working on. And again, we've had many flaws in this design, but it's okay. That's what makes it unique. Hold on, chat. We got ourselves a... We got a little bit of a Knots Landing situation here. Lots of drama being caused back here by the, There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it, chat. We don't panic. We just work it. We do what Missy Elliott says. We work it. Put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it, or something like that. I don't know. Blapple, what's up? How you doing? What's going on with you? What a time to come in, right? Guys, if you're not following Black Apple Creative, please do so. Date everything. What in the world? What kind of hocus pocus is going on over there right now? Care Bear's going pretty good. You know, we've had some mistakes here or there. But I think I'm adapting pretty well. We're adapting pretty well. We just got done with one row. We're on a second row of the night right now. We're doing the Danish style, where we're doing half of a full cross stitch all the way across, and then we're turning around and coming back the opposite direction. Get this untangled is what I need to do. There we go. Don't you? It's okay. No judging. No judging. Or is it weird not? I mean, that could also be a thing too, you know. A little weird to see you not in the Makers and Crafters thing, but it's all right. You know. Some dead skin there. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't shame anybody who goes outside of their normal queue. You know, I played video games for 6 years on Twitch without doing anything different. There might have been a stream here or there where I tried to go ahead and repair a controller, and failed miserably. I want to go ahead and try to do some wood burning art, and you know the funny thing is I was just talking about this a little bit ago. Our good friend Chef Steve 330, he reached out to Logitech because I don't know if you heard, he and his business partner Creme Delish, they were back in May, they were coming back from a job, and a drunk driver crossed the line and damn near hit them head on. Sideswiped Steve's truck and smacked the it smacked the food trailer pretty good, to the point of the furthest back axle being sheared off essentially. The walls a bit warped. Things got jostled around. There was food that was left in there. Now, generally speaking, when you have a situation like that, you have the vehicle towed to your home, and the drunk driver's insurance company wanted them to bring the trailer to them so they can do their estimate, and then they were going to go ahead and give it back to them. But then they decided that they were going to hold on to it forever, and in doing so, everything inside got nasty because, again, the food was left in there. Mice and rats got into there, and it was impounded for a long time. They finally got it back, and they were also told, we don't have any money for you to repair it. Yes, our driver was at fault, but no, we're not going to go ahead and provide you with any money. Yeah. So anyways, so he reached out. Him and Krem have gone ahead and they've got themselves a little pop-up trailer now. They're gonna go ahead and they can't cook from it, but they can do like confections and whatnot, where they have pre-made stuff that they can sell from it. They have to have a specific license for that. And they're gonna do like cake pops, and they're gonna go ahead and sell those to different places. Like food markets, or you're not food markets. What I'm thinking, farmers markets and whatnot. So that's gonna be kind of cool that they're gonna get that at least going for right now, until they can go ahead and get the original trailer back to working order and can get back out on the road, having both things available to do things with. So that'll be nice once they're able to do that. But it's gonna take. I'm gonna guess every bit of a year, if not a year and a half, to get the original food trailer back up and running in full. So, but like I said, he reached out to Logitech and told them what was going on, and they're like, dude, absolutely, having something like that happen is no good, and we want to be able to help you out. So they sent him a starter pack of 3 Logitech Mevos, and then sent him the new Logitech Mevo Core. And the Mevo Core is essentially it's essentially one of those big DSL or DSL DLS. It's one of those really big professional cameras, but digital form, just made more of a webcam version of it, and you can actually take the lenses and whatnot from those professional cameras and hook them up to the aperture, which is gonna make for a very pretty viewing. So yeah, DLXR, something like it. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I'm sure if my wife hears me talking, I'm sure she'll probably go ahead and chime in via text. You know, she could always just go ahead and create herself an account and talk to us in chat. But you know, but no, she knows more about the actual photograph cameras than I do. So DLSR there, yeah, or DSLR, yeah. A bunch of letters after D. Exactly. So we're but he said, you know, he doesn't need all 3 of the Mevos that he's getting. Plus, not to mention the one Mevo he's already got. So he's gonna go ahead and let loose 2 of them, and he's gonna send one of those to me. And I think he said he's gonna send the other one over to our friend DJ Skids. She's been doing a lot of like Uber, you know, a lot of streaming while she's Ubering, and that would actually be kind of neat to have in the car with her while she's doing the Uber. instead of trying to go ahead and do everything straight from her phone. So. Right. Bad and proper color. Yeah. Yeah. No, you can see what I'm working with. I've got the a Logitech 720. No, I think this one actually is a 1080 p. Here, hold on. It's the Logitech C615 HD webcam. I can do standard or I can go widescreen, and I can do NTSC 60 hertz or PAL 50 hertz for the anti-flicker. Yeah. Now the camera that I'm using right here, that's my Logitech Brio. I love my Brio. My Brio has been absolutely phenomenal since I've gotten it. But yeah, no, he's like, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and send you one of these because you could probably use it for your crafting. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I've got this, but I mean, this can only do so much. And with that one, we can go a full force 1080p. I can even zoom in a bit better on those, I think. So yeah, it's really nice of him to help me out like that, Yeah. I think it's one of those things where I've been doing so much for the team and trying to promote our campaigns and trying to get folks interested in helping out, even if it doesn't really seem like it's helping. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are joining up, but for what it's worth, he sees that I'm putting in the effort. And I think it's a way to repay me on that, and I can't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's like, look, you're gonna go ahead and send me something great. I appreciate it. You don't have to, but hey, let's go. If it's gonna go ahead and be something to upgrade the stream with, all right. So yeah, team member, good dude. Yeah. So I like I said, I do my best. I try. I promote the shit out of the channel, as you well know. Any Discord that has a self promo page, I'm usually posting in it. I would really like, and I'm hoping that somebody from Discord's listening. I would like an option in Discord to go ahead and create a post, and then select all the different channels with where I go through and say, okay, I want this channel, or I want this server with this channel, this server with this channel, this server with this channel. Just go through and select all the ones that I want, and just have it all right there, instead of having to go through each and every single one of them and doing it that way. This way, I can then maybe find a way to create like a Stream Deck button, to where all I got to do is hit that button, and it goes through and automatically selects all of it for me, and posts it. So, oh, it's the new one from Electric Dream Machine. I hadn't heard this one yet. But yeah, so yeah, I think it's a great idea too. A lot of what I do when I do go live is I go on a promotion stream, or a stream, excuse me, a promotion terror, if you will. It's kind of like the like getting out onto the street and stapling flyers to telephone poles. I use that analogy because when you've been in a band, or you've had friends in bands, and you're like, hey, do you want to hang out this week? And they're like, oh, dude, I can't. I gotta go down to campus, and I gotta post a whole bunch of flyers. because we don't have a street team to do that for us. You know, so I don't have a street team to do that for me, so I go wild and do it all myself. So, but Blapple, I don't know if you heard me say this or saw it in the Starlight Discord, but I found out that Tangia has Tiltify integration now. So if you got Tangia on your site or on your Twitch page, you can go into your settings and link up your Tiltify campaign. That's another one of those great idea moments. Now, if we could just get them to work with fourth wall. Not that I have anything against not that I have anything against the folks over at Bonfire. I've already got a store set up, and I'd rather go ahead and set everything up over there and not have to go ahead and manage 2 different storefronts. Look into it for December. Nice. It doesn't look like it's in the right spot. Because it wasn't in the right spot. That's better. Here we'll only skip 2. Go. Perfect. Okay, we're back to action. Exactly right. That's the same with me. You know, and the only reason why I say that is because Fourth Wall and Bonfire, they both have this this rule where, you know, they don't take out the taxes for any purchases that are made on your storefront. So in our case, you know, if we hit or in our case here in the States, if we hit that certain, you know, that exact that magic number, I think it's like $600, then we're required to pay taxes on that. And so, you know, if we hit $600 in a year, we're required to go ahead and pay taxes on that. Outside of that, though, you know, anything below that, we don't have to pay the taxes, but we still have to hold on to those taxes until the end of the year, find out how much we made, and then if we didn't hit that magic number, then that money can go right back into the campaigns at that point. You know, but it's essentially like in it. Like you can essentially go ahead and say that it's in escrow until then, which I guess probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and do that. Like, see if I can create like an escrow account or something like that. Say, hey, look, I need to go ahead and put this money in this place until a certain date, in which point I'll come to collect it and either have it paid to the IRS or withdraw it and have it donated to charity at that point. That way I know the money is secure. I'm not going to end up accidentally spending it or anything like that, you know? It's a lot of the things that I do here, monetarily speaking, any bits that are cheered, any subs that are purchased or gifted to others, and anything bought in my stores, you know, all of that comes to me, but then I turn around and donate it to the cause, minus anything that's not withheld from taxes. So, but if I just had it going straight to Tiltify instead of anything coming into my hands, then that's what I would prefer. Like over the course of the last 3 years or so, when we've been using Bonfire, they still paid me, and I'm like, I wasn't supposed to get paid. It was supposed to go directly to Tiltify. Why am I getting paid? Yeah. You know, last I heard, you know, they haven't really gone ahead and I think they're still working with Bonfire, but I will say that in the coming months, I'll be going ahead and getting into all the stuff that I've received for St. Jude and Starlight, and anything that I don't want and or need. I'm going to start issuing giveaways for. But I may still go ahead and say, look, we got to at least do something. You got to have some sort of donations in place in order for you to qualify. Even if it's just a single dollar donation, you know. I think that's only fair. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now I feel you. I feel you there. You know, it's to avoid having to go ahead and pay anything, and I get it. Or rather, it's to avoid having our folks have to pay anything in order for those tariffs to be paid for. You know, so I mean, I get it. Big bummer. But man. Yeah. Uh, Something digital instead. Yeah, 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 definitely. digital is always a fun way to go. Blapple, I also don't know if you happened to see it yesterday. We worked a little bit more on our on some upgrades to the stream. We got a couple new imitations that I've added to the channel point redemptions. I've also added a fun new some new whatchahoozits. What do we call that? Also added the some new subscription badges. I need to think about doing something as far as like some flair for it. Think about maybe going ahead and doing a maybe like a silver outline on the pick or a gold outline for those who are tier 3 or tier 2 or tier 3, I should say. Who's this? Indeed. Indubitably. He said doobie. Doobie doo. Drink Bud Ice, but beware the penguins. I miss those commercials. Never drank the beer, but I miss the commercials. Okay, so now does not put me where I need to be. I need to be over one more. Catty corner, but that's okay. All right, cool. Now go ahead and put this in place. There we go. Yo, Brock Otter, what's up, Bubba? How you doing? A little late to the party. Oh my goodness. How is Brock Otter doing this evening? Yeah. So Blapple, I made my own images. Let me go ahead and pull that up here real quick. So we've got our sub badges. Badges start with this. You know, it looks like a guitar pick. And then we slowly but surely start adding in the bits and pieces of my tattoo. So we start off with the mic and crossbones, or rather the cross microphones. Then we bring in the Skull King on top of the cross mics, and then we bring in the nautical star on fire, and then we add color to it. All right, and then after that, it then switches over to the 1 year mark, if you will, and then we do the same thing again. And we do that all the way up through blue. And I think we were able to go ahead and get all the colors and all the designs. And so when we unlock the next sub badge in January, we'll likely go ahead and do, I don't know, I had maybe an orange, But I'm thinking as far as like a tier 3 or a tier 2 or a tier 3, adding like a silver outline, um, or gold outline to give it that extra flair. I just hadn't really gone ahead and thought about what I want to go ahead and do with that just yet, but that's something to think about. How are things? Things are going pretty good, bud. Things are going pretty good. I think the youngest is starting to come down with something again. Um, she was complaining that she was cold when we got home, and it really wasn't that chilly in the house. I mean, we've got the house set to 70, and it was probably around the 77, 75 range earlier. It's now down to 65 outside, but it still feels like 70 in here. But she was cold and complaining about being cold, and she had her tablet time, then curled up and laid under the blanket for a while. And when the wife came home, she got out of the blanket and just really wasn't feeling all that great. So I picked her up, took her upstairs, and while I was doing so, I could feel her. She was hot. So we took her temperature, and she was at 100.6 degrees. So that's 100.6. So that, she definitely had a fever. So it's just a matter of going ahead and just letting her lay down and sleep it off, and hopefully by tomorrow morning everything would be golden. Hopefully she doesn't wake up overnight and puke everywhere. I should say hopefully it doesn't get so bad that when it breaks that she gets up and pukes everywhere. So again, I mean, it's been a few months. This is a summertime cold. It happens. They're kids. They get into things they shouldn't get into. It causes them to get sick. Orange will be different. Problem is, orange on white might be a bad combo. Yeah. There's definitely gonna be some things I gotta look at and think about and see how it's gonna work, and when we get to the whole the full design of the tattoo with color and whatnot, that's gonna be an issue, because if we do yellow or orange, then those colors might get washed into the color of the pick. So, I might go with maybe I go Twitch purple for the next color. I don't know. I mean, I hate purple. Purple sucks. Cough. But that would be something for our 8.5 year. If I had someone sub that long, then they could have that. But yeah, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about what I really want to go ahead and do. Or I could just leave the regular flare there, and then after I get done, after we get through all the purple, maybe we go back to the original design and then do the we go back to the original color of the pick, and the final design, but then we add in the outer banners, or not banners, but the outline. We'll do like a bronze, a silver, and a gold, and we'll do that for each individual color. I don't know. We'll see. we'll see how it all turns out. Myself another drink here. Hey, you know what? We haven't done a video yet. Let's go ahead and watch a video here real fast. Let's watch a video, and then I'll be back to talk a bit more about why we do what we do. For those who don't know, we raise money for a bunch of different charities. Right now, our focus is Starlight Children's Foundation, and this month it is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So let's learn a little bit more. We'll do a quick video, and then we'll get back into it. Let's watch this one about Emma and the Hero Wagons.
The Starlight Radio Flyer Hero Wagon is amazing for kids here at Mercy, especially for kids who are waiting for procedures. It helps with distraction. It's a great way to help reduce anxiety while they're waiting and helps reduce the parents' anxiety as well. There's higher sides. They're soft. It's nice for babies to lay in. It's got the IV pole that is awesome for procedures. So the IV pole connects right to the wagon. If kids want to walk around, they definitely can. Emma is so loved by so many people here at Mercy. The number one thing that she does while she's waiting for her procedures is she rides in the wagon. We rely on the Starlight Radio Flyer Hero Wagon because it's a fun way to get kids up. It's a fun way to get them moving. It's creative. It's functional. It's easy to store because it folds up. It's just a great asset to our team.
Her favorite thing to do when she's admitted or over in test and treatment is to go on wagon rides. That's the one thing that we can do every time to pass the time and to keep her happy. The last time we were here for treatment, we found the zipper sides and we unzipped it and put the side down, and she was standing there and playing with her toys. The versatility of the new wagons is really awesome for her.
Ultimately, you know, they're providing an opportunity for them to just kind of feel free. You know, it's one of those things where you're tied down to all these things, and just to be able to roam the halls and be able to feel like you are able to be a kid, I think that's what's important.
Indeed, they are. Those Radio Flyer Hero Wagons are awesome. You know, I've actually seen some out in the wild, not just out in actually one of the hospitals, but you know, people have actually gone out and bought them directly, and yeah, they're definitely a heck of a lot bigger than what they look like. And while those ones aren't, you know, the medical grade fabric, which is easily wiped down, they're still great for toting kids and stuff around, and easily stored. And it's such a great thing. Now I know that the video, it said 200. I still need to go back and fix that. It is 250 now, thanks inflation. Thanks taxes and tariffs. It's 250 now for those wonderful hero wagons. If you'd like to help out, again, !donate or !TCD to donate today. If you use !TCD, you can get coins that you can use on Tangia. And kind of like the same idea that if we're playing a game with crowd control, you can donate to Tiltify through crowd control and get coins. Tangia, same way. You just got to use a different link. That's all. So check that out. Pyro, hello. What's going on, bud? How's everything going for you? Norgie was telling me he was hanging out with you a little bit earlier. I need to drop a follow. I forgot to do that the other day. Let me do that right now. Boom. Yeah, you were playing some Grounded 2 earlier. That's awesome. Things going well. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, bud. Playing, yeah, nice, dude. Yeah, we just got done watching a video. We were talking about the Starlight Hero Wagons, which are honestly, they're a godsend when it comes to hospitals like our very own Nationwide Children's Hospital here in Columbus, or Starlight Children's St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which is a Starlight Network hospital. Just saying. you know, they started getting the hero wagons there at St. Jude and replacing all of their older radio flyer wagons, which, you know, the older wagons that they used to have were one of the two variations of the plastic models that were running around. You had the one plastic model that kind of looked like that kind of looked a little bit like the all metal and wood version, and then you had the basic radio flyer wagon. But now with the hero wagon, kids have a lot more room to kind of stretch out while they're sitting down. They can put things in there to carry with them. It even has an ivy pole hookup to make your ivy pole a caboose. So you're not just doing a wagon, you're essentially making it a train, which is kind of neat. So yeah, so check that out. If you guys like to help out, it'd be greatly appreciated. And again, exclamation donate or exclamation TCD. One of those two ways will get you over to Tiltify. If you use TCD though, you get coin that you can use over on Tangea. And it's essentially like using bits. So had to get off early because I got 3 baseball games to umpire. Oh my goodness. Just relaxing before I take off for the night. That's cool. I appreciate you popping in, bud. There you go. There's the TCD command. Thank you very much. That command used to be a lot longer. It used to be like Tangea plus Charity Dono. I was like, oh god, that's too long. Let me find an easier way to say that. End of the year wrap up tournament. Nice. Another new one from Electric Dream Machine. You can definitely tell that they take a lot of the inspiration from their music from like 80s contemporary like adult contemporary bands like Phil Collins or The Police. I forgot to go ahead and highlight the one we're working on now. Now, technically speaking, we're actually down here now because I goofed